My name is Mihir. My name is Nitish. Today we are telling about respiratory system. Respiratory system is a biological system that consists of specific organs and structures used for gas exchanging in animals and plants. Now my friend Rikshit will tell about lungs. Lungs. The main part alveoli inside the lungs put oxygen into the bloodstreams. Nasal cavity brings oxygen in and rise of the body of carbon dioxide. Trachea, a tube that connects nasal cavity to the lungs. Bronchi, smaller tubes that bring air to and from the lung. Bronchioles, tiny sacs called the alveoli, where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. Now my friend Nadi will explain about the diaphragm. Diaphragm, a muscle that moves up and down to help your lungs. Good morning everyone, my name is Sarah and I am studying in grade 4 Lotus. Good morning everyone, my name is Bonesh. Today we are telling about human digestive system. The digestive system is a large tube that starts from mouth and it goes to esophagus and stomach and large intestine, small intestine and end with anus. The digestion system breaks into small nutrition and carbohydrates and fats and proteins. Kidney filters blood and remove excess water, salt and toxins. External system function is to filter blood and create urine as a waste by protecting the organs of the external system: kidney, urethra, bladder. Skin is also an important organ of circulatory system. The sweat glands from the body, which is present under the skin. It removes excess water and salt from out of body.
Good morning everyone. My name is Shanshnath. I'm going to explain about the circulatory system. I'm studying grade 4 Lotus and I'm in Ventus group. Now let me explain about the journey of the oxygenated blood flow. When we inhale, the oxygen enters the lungs, gets purified, then it mixes with the blood, then goes through the pulmonary vein to the left atrium and the left ventricle, then goes out through the aorta to different parts of the body. Now let me explain about the deoxygenated blood. The deoxygenated blood is collected from the organ system, then it goes inside the heart through the superior or inferior vena cava, then goes to the right ventricle, right atrium, then is again sent back to the lungs through the pulmonary artery for purification. And this process follows. Do you know what happens if there's no heart in our body? If there's no heart in our body, then there will be no blood circulation and blood flow. So our organs will die. Now you know what happens if there is no lungs in our body. Without the lungs, there will be no oxygen stored. We will not be able to breathe, and the blood will simply go through all the organs, but they will not get enough energy to perform work all day. So they will also start dying. Thank you.
My name is Monish. My name is Saidar. My name is Suranji. Manvit is explaining about lungs and nose and mouth. We have two lungs located in chest. Lungs is the most important organ of our body and needed to become strong and healthy. Now the Monish will tell about trachea. Trachea is a long U-shaped tube that connects the larynx, means voice box, to the lungs. The trachea is often called the windpipe. The primary function of the trachea is to allow the passage of inspired and expired air in and out of the lungs. Now, Saturn will be explaining about diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle that helps you breathe. It contracts and relaxes concurrently that the period of inspired and expired to adjust the volume of the thoracic cavity, which produces a pressure differential between the lungs and the outside atmosphere that allows it to inhale and exhale. Thank you.
Now Madhusudan will be asking questions.
What is the function of lungs?
What is the function of nose?
When we breathe air, it will enter and exit. Our lungs will help us to breathe and in nose. Thank you.
Thank you, Lalit.
Thank you.
Use of this project is that we can generate more electricity using the same source. When the water falls here, it gets stored in the harvesting tank, and which is later thrown into the turbine. Because of the pressure of the water, the turbine moves and generates electricity. And even when the direct rainfall falls on the turbine moves. Hence, there is more pressure, and we can create more electricity. The use of this is that we can set it and remove it very easily.
My name is Srishti. My name is Tanvika. And this is the project of our ultrasonic radar sensor. This works with the help of a servo motor. Like now, this is the servo motor, and the servo motor will be turning in 180-degree angle. One eye will be sending out the signals, and another eye will be receiving it. Now, when I keep the hand here, the signals will get rebound, and the receiving eye will receive the signal. And this technique is also used in military field. Like if you take your hand closer to it, red color will come. If you take it back, green light will come. So it will help in to catch hold of our enemies. A rocket is a vehicle that carries payload to the space. These are the first stage of the rocket, then the second stage, then the third stage, then the fourth stage, and the payload ferry. There are three types of rocket. They are suborbital rockets, orbital rockets, and sounding rockets. I'm going to tell about the model rocket. A model rocket is a small rocket capable of 500 gram to 1 kg payload to space. A rocket needs a rocket engine to propel towards the space. India uses Vikas engine. Vikas engine is a hypergolic liquid fueled engine designed by LPSC, Liquid Propulsion System Center in 1970s. The design was based on the licensed version of the Viking engine. The engine used N2O4 and UBMC as a propellant oxidizer. The engine needs about 40 metric tons of UDMH and N2O4 for burning. The Vikas engine was invented by ISRO and Mr. Nambi Narayan, who played a vital role in inventing Vikas engine. It needs about 110 metric tons of propellant for burning till 200 seconds, and it can produce of 850 kilonewton force. This is the Sriharikota launchpad of Sriharikota of ISRO in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. We'll see what are these parts of Sriharikota's launchpad. This is the vehicle assembly building of Sriharikota, where all the parts of the rocket are going to be assembled over here and moved towards the launchpad. Where in the launchpad there will be a countdown where we launch the rockets to space. Satellites. Why are satellites important? Satellites are the small boxes which have electronics which are combined to the mission control, where it has a connection and it studies about it. You know satellite broadband? Satellite broadband is important to make any calls or messages towards any place in Earth. Thank you.